To Washington and the high-stakes hearings on the January 6th attack on the Capitol, getting underway this evening, featuring dramatic video that has not been aired before, as well as live witnesses and testimony from Jared Kushner and Ivanka Trump. The House committee set to present the findings of its investigation in a highly produced event over several days. Our chief Washington correspondent, Jonathan Karl, has exclusive video in this preview of what's to come. Good morning, John.
Good morning, Robin. In the midst of the chaos and carnage as the Capitol was attacked on January 6th was a documentary filmmaker and his crew. Tonight, he will tell his remarkable story and show for the first time the footage that he and his crew shot as the mob attacked the Capitol.
Freedom!
This morning, exclusively on ABC, we're seeing extraordinary, never-before-seen video of the January 6th attack on the Capitol, taken by documentary filmmaker Nick Quested, who turned over hours of footage to the January 6th committee. He was right there with the Proud Boys and others as they marched on the Capitol. He captured the chaos outside.
I am not allowed to say what's going to happen today because everyone's just going to have to watch for themselves. But it's going to happen. Something's going to happen, one way or the other.
The first barricades going down. Clashes on the inaugural platform, a rioter falling off the balcony. The police assaulted, rioters using flagpoles as weapons. Reaction when the building is breached.
We have stormed the Capitol! Right on!
And inside the Capitol,
All we want is Pelosi!
a member of his film crew capturing the scene outside Nancy Pelosi's office. The video was shot just minutes after Speaker Pelosi was evacuated from the building by the Capitol Police. Quested himself was assaulted, a rioter seen here trying to smash his camera. In footage previously released by the Justice Department, Quested videotaped Proud Boys leader Enrique Tarrio as he was released from prison and on the eve of the riot, meeting in an underground parking garage on Capitol Hill with another militant leader, Stuart Rhodes of the Oath Keepers. On day one of the hearings, the committee hopes to document the horror of the day on Capitol Hill and Donald Trump's failure to do anything to stop it.
You'll never take back our country with weakness.
In addition to Quested, they'll hear live testimony from Capitol Police Officer Caroline Edwards, who was injured when rioters broke through the barricades. And we will hear taped testimony from some of those closest to Trump when it all went down, including his daughter Ivanka and son-in-law Jared Kushner. The committee plans several more hearings later this month with the aim of showing that this was far more than a riot. It was a months-long effort led by President Trump himself to overturn a presidential election. Guys?
All right, John, thank you so much. We're going to bring in our chief legal analyst, Dan Abrams, and we have to remind folks this is not a legal proceeding. So what is the end game here? What's the goal?
Well, theoretically, this is supposed to be to evaluate what happened, to prevent it from happening again, right? To pass laws, to create procedures, to ensure that nothing like this ever happens. And that's why Jonathan's last point is so important, that this is really about what led up to it. Yes, the videos are going to be incredibly compelling and powerful, but when you're talking about how to prevent something like this from happening again, really the focus has to be on how did we get here? How did this happen, etc.
And this is, it's not a legal proceeding, but are there any legal ramifications?
Potentially. Look, any information that they gather that shows potential criminality could certainly be used in any future proceedings. It could be used in a civil case as well. I think that information is much more important than any potential criminal referrals from Congress. People say, well, is Congress going to refer for criminality? It's possible, but that's much less important, I think, than the actual information that they gather as part of this.
And as we noted, this is a primetime event. Clearly, they're looking for a massive audience of the American people. So how important is this in the court of public opinion?
I think this is all about the court of public opinion. When you're talking about getting Congress to act, you need support from the public. When you're talking about getting Congress to pass laws or change procedures, et cetera, you need the backing of the public. And that's why, for members of this committee, how the public responds is so critical.
Yeah, and we'll see what happens tonight. Thank you, Dan.
Yeah.
And we will have live coverage of the first primetime hearing tonight at 8 p.m. Eastern.
Hi, everyone. George Stephanopoulos here. Thanks for checking out the ABC News YouTube channel. If you'd like to get more videos, show highlights, and watch live event coverage, click on the right over here to subscribe to our channel. And don't forget to download the ABC News app for breaking news alerts. Thanks for watching.